In 2010, LeBron James had a decision to make. We all know what he ultimately settled on, but the Miami Heat weren't always considered his preferred destination. Over the years, it's come out that the New York Knicks and Chicago Bulls were also very high on the superstars list, among other teams. Of the two, the Bulls are probably the most interesting because Dwyane Wade was supposedly coming with them. On top of that, the team had a budding young star in Derrick Rose who would make his first All-Star game that very same year. I may explore some of the other teams at a later date, but to kick off NBA 2K24 and celebrate the newest era, let's put LeBron and Wade on the Bulls and see what happens. Okay, so this is obviously not how it would have happened in real life because the way the trade was going to work, or not trade, the way it was going to work was the Bulls were going to bring in Dwyane Wade and LeBron before the season, of course, because of the way this is set up and because no one has made a save yet because we're still really early in 2K24. They have already signed Carlos Boozer, and also in real life, they would have had to get rid of Luol Deng. I think they're going to trade him to LA, the Lakers, I believe. But anyways, basically what we're going to do is we're just going to trade it all across the board. We're just going to make this trade happen, and then we're going to see how it goes. All right, so now this Bulls roster is absolutely disgusting. Of course, we have Derrick Rose running the point. Then we have D-Wade at the 2. LeBron James, of course, anchoring us in the middle at the 3. Kurt Thomas, maybe a little old, but we do have Taj Gibson behind him. Then, of course, the man from Florida, Noah, is our center, holding it down for us. And then, we also have some options off the bench. We have Ronnie Brewer, very solid. We have Kyle Korver, of course, a three-point sniper. So lots of good options here for us to work with. I think this team's going to be very good, at least at the start. I will see you probably around mid-season. Okay, I had to take a pause before we got to the end of the season, because as you can see, now this would not have counted for an 82-0 challenge. I would not have counted it. But as you can see, the Bulls are 53-1. They finally lost on February 18th, the day before the All-Star break, to the San Antonio Spurs by 1 point. This team has just been massacring everyone. I mean, there's been a couple of close games, but for the most part, they're just absolutely dominating. I am surprised at how good they are. Okay, moving on. I'll see you at the end of the season. Okay, unsurprisingly, as you will see here in a second, based on their record, LeBron James is your MVP. DeMarcus Cousins wins Rookie of the Year for the Kings. Sixth Man of the Year goes to Manu Ginobili. Dwight Howard picks up Defensive Player of the Year. I feel like that's pretty common around this era. And Serge Ibaka is Most Improved. And now we can actually see who they coach for. That's great. So this is new actually. So I'll point this out because I'm just noticing this, is that they have the team the coach coaches for, because in the past you had no idea. So Tom Thibodeau, as you can see, our record is 79-3. We lost 3 games. 3 games all year. So looking good for at least season 1. The decision paying off and the Bulls winning not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 7, 8, 9 championships. Actually, we'll probably only do 5. But anyways, Nathan Source is your Executive of the Year. Okay, sure, why not? All right, when we look at the All-NBA team, Derrick Rose and LeBron both make first-team All-NBA. Dwyane Wade is on the second-team All-NBA. Nobody from our team makes it a third team. D-Wade is first-team All-Defense, though, so very well-rounded team for us. And LeBron, second-team All-Defense. Good to see there. We shouldn't have any rookies. Yeah, no rookies for us. So very good for us so far. Good to see Derrick Rose, even though he isn't an MVP player, right, did not fall off it by any means. He's still first-team All-NBA. So that's really good to see. So we have a 97, a 98, and a 95 player on the team. So this is going to be interesting. All right, so our first-round matchup is going to be the New York Knicks, the other team that we're up for potentially being in this safe. And we may end up playing Miami, who has, I believe they have, what do they have? Oh my God, what happened to this team? They have Luol Deng, Carlos Boozer, still have Chris Bosh, of course, Haslam, not quite a 39-year-old man, Ilgauskas, yeah, so they're not terrible, but we could play them in the second round. But for now, let's go ahead and see how we do against the Knicks. Okay, we're heading into Game 5 with the Bulls holding a 3-1 series advantage. The New York Knicks have been buoyed by Amari Stoudemire, averaging almost 29 points per game. Unfortunately, the rest of the starting cast just isn't there because LeBron James and Dwyane Wade are averaging 27 points each, and Joakim Noah is averaging nearly 15 rebounds a game. It's just been absolute domination from the Bulls. Let's see if they can finish it out. All right, as you can see, we're here with about 3 minutes left. D-Wade and LeBron James both have 20 points. LeBron only 1 assist away from a triple-double, but the Bulls are once again just absolutely dominant. Look at that. There it is. LeBron, I think that's a triple-double. Let's check. Yeah, LeBron secures a triple-double in the closeout game. A great game for him. A great game for the Bulls. We'll see if there's any cool highlights to show you, but I think this one's pretty much over. His team may be down, but I'll give it to Raymond Felton. The man keeps trying. Here he's with a big triple. Still, down by double digits. The Knicks do get it all the way back to within 10, but it's just not enough. The comeback is too little, too late. The Bulls are going to walk off with this one. They're going to advance to the second round. I'm not sure who they're playing, actually, but they make quick and easy work of the Knicks. Unfortunately, even in this save, Amari can't get it done. I will say that they don't have Carmelo Anthony, which in real life they would have had him, but they didn't get him here. I guess they didn't make that trade. Too bad for them. The Bulls walk off. I guess there's no confetti in the first round, and maybe you got to save that for later on. I got to save that confetti budget. You know, it's expensive to drop a bunch of confetti on a basketball court, I would assume. All right, it's game 4. The Bulls are looking for the sweep. This series so far has basically been LeBron and D-Rose trading off just like absolutely dominant games. LeBron had like 45 in game 1, then D-Rose had 30-something in game 2, and LeBron just ended game 3 with like 38 points. So I guess this is going to be D-Rose one to take over. Let's see how he does. Okay, so as you can see, it is another blowout. I'm not going to make you watch the last bit of it. We'll just get through it real quick. But again, like I said, D-Rose going off just like I said he would. You know, Chris Bosh putting up a valiant effort, but just not enough. Let's go ahead and get this one finished. We'll just do the sim through this. Oh, and there you go. There it is. That was really fast. So they win by, what is that, 40 points? D-Wade actually is the leading scorer. We have 3 guys scoring at 30 points. More than 30 points, so just absolute destruction from our stars. What is that? That is 40 points, right? They won game 4 by 40 points. Oh boy. Okay, well, you know, it was a good try, Miami. We'll see you next year, I guess. All right, on to the Eastern Conference Finals. Okay, we're here at game 6. The Magic have actually put up a bit of a fight, largely because Dwight Howard has been dominant, and Vince Carter, even though he is old, or aging, I guess I should say, is putting up quite the numbers. But the Bulls do hold the lead in the series right now. D-Rose continues to go off. D-Wade definitely a good solid option, but D-Rose definitely has been the star of the show so far this series. Let's see how they can do. Vince Carter has been gashing the Bulls all day. He's got 30 points, and the Bulls are down by 6, but D-Rose goes up to the cup and slams this one over Dwight Howard to show him who's the boss. The Bulls down by 4. Rose drives the paint again, but this time he finds a cutting Joakim Noah for an easy dunk. But it's been too easy for Howard all series. He shoves off Noah, hits a little hook, puts the Magic up by 4. But LeBron James is not going to let him get away that easy. He drives the lane, hits a nice easy layup, and then lets the defender know that he is not that big of a deal. Dwight Howard thinks he's an open lane, but then CJ Watson, of all players, comes by, steals the ball, and gets it down the court to LeBron James for a wide open dunk to put the Bulls down by just 1 point. With just over a minute to go, LeBron really starts to take over, ties this game up at 104. After a CJ Watson turnover and a Vince Carter missed 3, LeBron James finds Taj Gibson in the lane. He pump fakes, gets Vince up in the air, and then throws it down in his face to put the Bulls up by 2. CJ Watson at the line, bricked his first one. Can he put the Bulls up by 3? He makes it. The Bulls are up by 3 with under 20 seconds to go. Can they hold on? I'll stick with it. Vince Carter up the court, being guarded by Dwyane Wade. Vince, oh, he takes it. That's a good look for him. He misses. Dwight gets a rebound. Got to kick it out to Jameer Nelson. Jameer Nelson is fouled on the 3, and he makes it. Oh my God. Jameer Nelson, fouled by CJ Watson, makes a 3 to tie the game, goes to the line, 8 seconds left. He misses. It's a tie ball game. The Bulls call a timeout. They're going to have the ball. Just under 8 seconds left to go. Tie ball game. Series on the line. The Bulls can put Orlando away in Orlando. Who are they going to go to? I think Derrick Rose may have fouled out or been injured. I'm not sure. He hasn't been playing for the last few minutes, so I don't know if they just think CJ Watson is that much better. LeBron, last look. He makes it! LeBron makes it! 4 seconds to go. Bulls up by 2. LeBron, the clutch gene. Take that, Skip Bayless. Oh my God, I thought Vince was going to hit that. Vince Carter misses the full court miracle shot. LeBron James, after CJ Watson making a huge mistake, puts the Bulls on his back, wins the series. They are going to go on. I don't know if they're facing the Lakers or the Thunder in the finals, but the Bulls in season number 1 will go on to the finals, which the Heat did also, but they played the Mavericks and lost, of course. Can these Bulls break that curse? We're about to find out. What a game. What an ending. Oh my Lord. All right, I will see you in the finals. Okay, we're here. Game 4 of the NBA Finals. The Bulls are up 3-0. Kobe has been on a tear. He's getting like 35, 40 points a game, but it's not been enough to overcome the big three and Noah and the rest of the crew. All right, we have under 4 minutes to go. The Bulls are up by, 14 points, so it's probably over here, but, you know, we want to give the Bulls their flowers. They're going to win their first title here. We'd love to see that, so we'll keep it with them. I'll show you if any highlights happen here at the end, but probably not going to be much. We'll just see you when the confetti hits. And that about does it for these Lakers. Got to hand it up to D-Wade. Absolutely dominant performance on defense because he held Kobe to just about 18 points. D-Rose, leading scorer, had a great game himself. LeBron, kind of middling for his usual performance in these playoffs, but still not too bad. Anyways, does it really matter? Because here you go. The team has won a title. There's LeBron celebrating. That's a weird thing to see, LeBron and Noah celebrating together. Brian Scalabrine, the White Mamba, has proven himself superior. He's the superior snake. What is his name? Oh gosh, he's the guy that like Matt Barnes. Matt Barnes is inconsolable. Tom Thibodeau is an NBA champion winning coach. Just incredible. Is that the machine, Sasa Vujacic? There it is. Tom Thibodeau holding up the NBA Finals trophy. LeBron, D-Wade, they get their first of potentially 4, because we're going to do it just like LeBron did in real life. He's going to leave Chicago after 4 years. That's when we'll end the save. We'll give him those 4 years he got in Miami. He is the finals MVP, and we are going to see if we can go 4 for 4. I mean, hopefully we at least go 2 for 4, because that's what they went in real life, right? So hopefully we're at least that good. All right, I will see you at the start of season number 2. Okay, we are here at the start of season number 2, and as you can see, we haven't made too many real changes to the team. In fact, those top, 7 or 8 guys are still the same. We did add Tobias Harris, and hopefully Kyle Korver continues to be a solid presence off the bench, but otherwise, it's just a bunch of guys who, probably aren't going to play too much, but I will go ahead and I will see you at the end of season number 2. Don't get it twisted. Look, LeBron is the MVP, but these jokers are washed up. They lost 10 games after only losing 3 last year, so this team's pretty much finished, I think. Kawhi Leonard, Rookie of the Year for the Hornets. Okay, sure. Greg Oden, 6th Man of the Year for the Nets. I wish that he had been able to do that with the Heat back in the day. Tim Duncan, Defensive Player of the Year. Landry Fields, Most Improved. Thibodeau, Coach of the Year, of course, as I said, 72-10 in his second season with the team. And Nathan Source is once again your Executive of the Year. In the All-NBA first team, we have D-Wade and LeBron James. No D-Rose here, but he's probably on this team. Yeah, D-Rose makes second team All-NBA. Good for him. And can't get anybody on the third team. Too bad. All right. Anybody on the all-defensive teams? Dwyane Wade makes it again. John Wall. See, this is the thing, right? This is the thing about 2K. This is why Allen Iverson makes the all-defensive team. Is that they really heavily weight it towards people who can get steals, which is not, I wouldn't say, always accurate. Okay, Tyrus Thomas up here. Okay, interesting to see that. All right, any rookies from us? Probably not, although maybe, no. Okay, who is Richie Davidson? Is he real? Probably not. Okay, on to the playoffs. So we're the number 1 seed. We're going to go against Boston. This Boston team, which has Rondo, Allen, Paul Pierce, KG still, and they have... They have the big Shaq daddy as well, Jermaine O'Neal. Should be an interesting matchup for us. Okay, I will see you when this thing is about to be decided. All right, we are here at Game 4. The Bulls have been absolutely dominating the Celtics all throughout the series. They're looking to sweep. Let's see if they can make it happen. All right, look, we're in the first round, so I'm not going to make you sit through this through this again. But the Bulls are just destroying them. I mean, it is... Like, the stars are pretty close, right? But the depth is just way too much. The Bulls just have so much. I mean, look at Noah. He's the, 6th highest scorer, but he has 16 rebounds. I mean, it's just absolute. I mean, Derrick Rose, 15 and 13. It's just absolutely dominating by the Bulls here, even though they're not shooting that great from three-point land, but it doesn't really matter. So let's just go ahead and finish this out. I mean, there's no way. They have no chance. Yeah, they lose by what? 28. They lost by 28. So the Bulls very easily moving on to the second round as expected. All right. So my apologies. I hit sim round after the first game. So you'll see some highlights from game 1. But unfortunately, I didn't get to do it how I usually like to. The good news is that game 4, the Bulls won by 46 points, so it didn't really matter in the end. Oh, and just really quickly, I realized I had only shown you the Magic stats. Here are the Bulls real quick. The Bulls are rolling to the finals once again. We'll see how they do in the Eastern Conference Finals. All right, we are here at Game 6. The Bulls are up 3-2, but the tale of the series has really been how well the Nets have been defending in certain games. So in their 2 wins, the Bulls are shooting below 35% from the field as a team. So if the Nets can do that again here, they'll have a good chance. They just kind of have a bunch of big guys to throw at them. So that's kind of been the problem, is that, you know, all of our scorers are slashers. And when they have big bodies they have to go up against, they struggle sometimes. So we'll see if that happens here and the Nets can force a Game 7. Okay, we have about 3.5 minutes to go. The game is tied. And so far, really, the story has been the Nets bench mob, just all scoring in double figures. I mean, I think they have like 6 or 7 guys all up there in points. D Rose, on the other hand, is pretty much the only player playing super well today for the Bulls. So we'll have to see if he can, oh boy, that was some bad defense. But Devin Harris misses the layup. But yeah, we'll see if the Bulls can pull away here late. All right, we're going eye in the sky cam here for some good team passing. D Rose down the court to CJ Watson, who finds LeBron James wide open in the lane. Not sure what Chris Humphries is doing. Maybe he saw a Kardashian out in the court. But anyways, the Bulls are up by 2. There hasn't been too much action in the last minute, but D-Wade comes off this screen from Noah, drives the paint, sees Brook Lopez, but it does not matter. D-Wade too strong, goes up, gets the bucket. Bulls are up by 4. We have about 35 seconds left to go. The Bulls are up by 6. LeBron James at the line to ice it. He hits the first one. This one is pretty much over. Bulls up by 7. All right, after LeBron's second make, the Bulls are up by 8. This is probably the last play of the game for the Nets. If they can't score here, it's probably over. Jordan Farmar with the ball, dribbling up the court, looking for Brook Lopez, finds him. Noah does foul him. He's going to the line, under 30. If Lopez makes these, they might have a chance. Let's see how he does. Takes his first. It's a make. Getting interesting. Brook takes his second. He bricks it. Oh, I think that's about it. All right, folks, the Nets kept it close up until late with some good defense and team scoring, but it's just, oh, Jordan Farmar, excuse you. Okay, it's a 4-point game, 3 seconds left. I may have spoke too soon, but probably not. Get the ball in, and that's the game. There we go. Okay, ooh, Jordan Farmar almost made me a liar there. The Bulls win. They will be moving on to the NBA Finals for the second year in a row. I think they may be playing the Lakers again. It's either the Lakers or the Thunder. I'm not sure who. That's the only series so far they have lost a game, so nice for them to get a little test heading into the finals. Let's see if the Bulls can finish this thing out. Okay, it is Game 5 of the NBA Finals. The Chicago Bulls are pretty well dominating the Thunder. The only game the Thunder have won, they shot 40 free throws. So, you know, I don't know if that's going to happen here, but it looks like the Bulls' big 3 are going to overtake the Thunder's big 3 plus Serge. You know, they just have better players all around than they do, so than the Thunder do, so it seems pretty clear who's going to win this one, but let's see how it goes. Okay, I may have spoken too soon. The Thunder only down by 1 with 5 minutes to go. Let's see how this ends out. The Thunder down by 1, push the ball in transition. Harden finds Kevin Durant wide open. He hits it, and now the Thunder are up by 2. It's been back and forth, but James Harden finds a cutting Kevin Durant, and he throws it down all over LeBron James to put the Thunder up by 4. With less than 2 minutes to go, Westbrook brings the ball up the court. Derrick Rose bodies him up and forces him to make a mistake, steps out of bounds. The Thunder might be in trouble. On the very next play, the Bulls make them pay. Gibson finds LeBron. Throw it down, big man. We have a tie ball game with less than a minute to go, and somehow the Thunder defense loses D Rose here. He gets a nice easy jumper to put the Bulls up by 2. Under 45 seconds, Bulls still up by 2. And look at this defense from James Harden. I mean, it's just sad. D-Wade drives right by him. Easy bucket, Bulls up by 4. But the Thunder will not go away quietly. James Harden finds Ibaka wide open in the lane. Not sure what Noah's doing here. The Bulls could really use this one. D-Rose has it up. He makes them both. Bulls up by 4 with 27.6 ticks on the clock. All right, we'll stick with the live footage here. Mikal Petrus inbounding the ball. Got to get it in, buddy. Gets it into James Harden. James Harden goes to work. Let's see. Oh, I thought he was going to take it. He doesn't take the shot. Ball goes to Westbrook. Resets. Looking for a screen, none comes. Harden thinks about it, unloads, misses. LeBron with the rebound. That's probably the game. If he can make these free throws, this thing is over. James Harden has really not shown up here late for the Thunder. He let D-Wade through on a really easy layup, and then he missed a 3. Now, granted, It was contested, not like a wide open three or anything like that, but still, you gotta be blaming Harden if you're a Thunder fan here, I think. All right, do the Thunder have a last chance gasp? I mean, they do have quite a few good shooters on their team. Harden could make a shot. Durant could make a shot, of course. Instead, Harden just gonna dribble the ball out like a nerd and get stuffed by Noah. This game is over. The Chicago Bulls are two-time back-to-back NBA champions, just like LeBron and D-Wade did in real life. Of course, this time they did it in the first 2 seasons. They didn't need a season to get up to snuff. They are NBA champions once again. Got to feel bad for the Thunder. In fact, I think, didn't they lose to the Heat at one point in their finals run? I think they did, if that's true. I don't know. So 2 for 2 so far. We have 2 more seasons left in LeBron's saga here with the Bulls. Let's see what he can put together. I will see you at the start of season number 3. Okay, here's a quick look at the roster for this year. As you can see, no big changes. The big 4 still here. Taj Gibson also still around. Tobias Harris still here as well for 1 more season. Kyle Korver as well, but otherwise pretty much, no big movements around our parts. We can look, I guess, at the other teams. We used to do this a lot. Let's see. Has anyone moved around? It's kind of hard to tell, actually, because now it's over on the other side. They switched the sides on me. Ooh, no. Okay, sorry. For some reason I thought Westbrook went to the Magic, but that is not the truth. Wait, no? Okay, yeah. So looks pretty similar to what you would expect. I'm not noticing. It's very they put it in the opposite corner. So used to the logo was on the other side, so you could see the player and the logo at the same time. So it's a little bit confusing, but still, we'll get through it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and sim to the end of the season unless something major happens, and I will see you in the playoffs. All right, it's not LeBron this time. D-Rose wins his first MVP. What is this, 2 years late? He won his first one, I think, in 2011. His only one, actually, I should say. But a very good season from D-Rose. I will say we do not have the best record in the NBA this year. We'll see who that is in a second. But we lost 13 games, so this team is slipping just a little bit. Anthony Davis, Rookie of the Year for the Timberwolves. I'm sure my Timberwolves fans would be very happy if that had happened in real life. Marcin Gortat wins, Sixth Man of the Year. Tim Duncan, Defensive Player of the Year. That's, a go-to in this era. Gabriel Wise, who he might be real, I'm not positive, but Most Improved Player of the Year. If you're out there watching and you're a real man, I apologize. But here we go. Best team in the NBA is the Thunder. Scotty Brooks. 71-11 record, besting us by 2. Let's go ahead and look at these teams. So D-Rose and LeBron both on first team All-NBA. I think that happened last year as well. The Thunder also getting 2 guys. And then Boogie Cousins joins All-NBA first team. Okay. D-Wade is here. Good to see that. No, James Harden. I'm not sure if he still plays for the Thunder or not, but we'll find out shortly, I guess. I guess not that shortly because he's not on this list either. Okay. Yeah, so nobody else from us. Let's see. All defensive team. Okay, Noah makes all defensive team alongside D-Wade, who I think has made it every year so far, so love to see that. LeBron is also here. Stephen Curry is all defensive second team player. Okay, 2K, if you say so. Here are your rookies. Oh, look, there's Draymond. He's playing for the Nuggets in this version of the game. Dame goes to Atlanta. Bradley Beal in Memphis. Sure. Festus is in Celtics, which maybe did he start with Golden State or did he just end up there when they won titles? I can't remember. Okay, let's go on and look at the playoffs. So we are the 1 seed. We're going to be facing the Heat, who probably still have, they still have Dang, Boozer, and Bosh. But definitely a much easier matchup than they've been in the past. But I think all roads lead to the Thunder for the Heat, I think, or the Bulls. If we don't make the finals this year, it would definitely be an upset for the fans and the team. So let's see what our boys can do. All right, we're here Game 5. The Bulls hold a 3-1 series lead over the Heat. Really outside of a Luol Deng, just absolute explosion in Game 2. The Bulls have just been dominating this series, so I don't assume that the Heat can claw anything back, but let's see if they can do it. The Bulls are up by 7 with right about 2 minutes to go. Kenyon Dooling goes up for this tough shot, misses it, but D-Wade cleans it up, and this game may be out of reach. With under a minute to go, the Heat are trailing by 9. D-Wade steps up to the line. You're going to really try to put this game away. He sinks the first one, puts him back up by 10. He takes his second, and it goes in. That's pretty much going to be the ball game, I think, folks. 11 points, 1 minute. Unless prime T-Max coming off the bench for the Heat, I think they're in trouble here. So I will see you at the end of the game. And as the clock winds down, the Bulls win the series really on the backs of some excellent rebounding from pretty much every position. I think in this game, Noah Gibson, LeBron, and D-Wade all had double-digit rebounds, so just all around a dominant performance on the boards from the Bulls this series. The Heat just could not handle them. However, there is some bad news, which we will get to here in a second. So one thing that has really helped the Bulls so far is that most of their stars have stayed relatively injury-free. However, in that last game, D Rose played 11 minutes and then came down with right knee tendinitis. He will be out for a month and a half, which means that the Bulls' title chances could have just gone down the drain. Also has to be said, Taj Gibson fits into this team excellently, just playing great at that power forward position as kind of defense and rebounding, and we're going to miss him for a week or two. So the Bulls really could be in trouble. I don't know if they're going to make it through this one, ladies and gentlemen, but they will be facing the New York Knicks in the second round. Okay, it's game 5. The Bulls hold a 3-1 series lead, which seems to be kind of the theme of this season so far. Basically, what's been happening is the Bulls are just dominating. Taj Gibson, even with those shin splints, really has been the difference. Been putting up huge rebounding numbers this series, like even against Amari Stoudemire. He's just, Amari's focused on the offensive end and not keeping Taj off the glass. Let's see if he can turn it around and win a game here. Okay, this game was actually pretty close. I really thought the Knicks might win this. As you can see, they had a big second quarter, but the Bulls have just pulled away in the fourth quarter. I don't really think there's much of a point in showing you this one. I did kind of jump it to the end here, but we'll go ahead and watch the end of the simulation. We'll just go ahead and get on to the Eastern Conference Finals. So there you go. The Bulls actually, the Knicks did bring it relatively close. They only lost by 8, but still, they just could not handle the Bulls almost 40 points in the fourth quarter. The Bulls are moving on to the Eastern Conference Finals where they will face, let's find out. They're going to face Brooklyn. Who does Brooklyn have? Farmar, I remember this team. Yeah, this team gave us a little bit of trouble. Greg Oden, 6th man of the year. There we go. All right, so let's see how we do against the Nets. Okay, it's game 6. The Bulls have a 3-2 series lead. As you can see, we are still very much missing Derrick Rose, but D-Wade and LeBron have mostly been firing all cylinders. Wade did miss part of one of the games that the Nets won, but basically if the Nets are winning, it's because of their depth. As you can see, they go pretty deep, but they have lost some guys. Like Devin Harris is now, I think he's injured, so it's just been kind of like up and down for them. But when they win, it's been because they have 4 or 5, 6 or 7 guys scoring in double figures. And the Bulls, of course, just pretty much at this point relying on LeBron and D-Wade for all their scoring. But we'll see if the Bulls can finish things off here in Game 6. All right, we're jumping in here. We're just going to go live with it. The Bulls are up by 6 with 1:40 on the clock. D-Wade gets the ball, looking for something. Not much going on. D-Wade just backing. I believe that's Derek Favors. Apologies, Nets. I don't know all your players. Finds Joakim Noah. Noah, come on, put it up, buddy. Okay, Noah scores. The Bulls are now up by 8. That could have been the dagger they were looking for. Let's see if Jordan Farmar can work his magic. You remember, I believe it was last year, he hit a game-tying shot at the very end of the game. I believe it was Jordan Farmar. I could be misremembering. Brook Lopez. Okay, Brook Lopez keeps a minute. Only down by 6. A minute and 10 to go. We're just going to stick with this one, not do highlights. Mostly because the last time we stuck with the Nets, they gave us some excitement. So let's see if they can do it again. Maybe not. Oh, okay. D-Wade puts it back up by 10. He is raising the roof in Brooklyn. Are they in Brooklyn, actually? Yeah, the B's here. They're in Brooklyn. Jordan Farmar goes up. Oh, okay. We see you, Brook Lopez. The Stanford man does not want the Nets to go away quietly. 52 seconds on the clock. Bulls up by 6. Can they finish this out? It looks like it's going to be... Oh! Wade stuffed at the rack by Derek Favors and Brook Lopez. Brook Lopez trying to put the team on his back. Oh, and then Derek Favors just throws the ball away. Dang, you hate to see that after such a good defensive effort by the team. They just throw it away. Who's their coach? Who was that? Taj Gibson checking into the game. Who's coming out? Tobias Harris out. To be honest, what I would love to see, and I don't know if 2K can do this. I guess you could if I was in charge. I would love to just see Kenyon Dooling not playing and have LeBron just carrying the ball up the court. Dooling is actually hurt, which is really bad because that means if Dooling is hurt and D Rose is still out in the finals, they're not going to have anybody to play point guard. Okay, Dooling is going to the line. Bulls up by 6, 35 seconds to go. Really need these. He puts the first one away. Come on, Dooling. Save the squad. There we go. I think this one's over. Bulls up by 8, 35 seconds left to go, unless the Nets have some kind of miracle going, and I don't think they do. They just don't have, like, great three-point shooting. I mean, who's going to take your threes? Farmar or Jason Richardson? Doesn't really matter when Brook Lopez can get to the rack that easily. Okay, come on, boys. Get it to Wade, not Dooling. Actually, Dooling made his shots. Well, ooh, okay, I thought he might have gone out of bounds there. No, okay. Farmar fouls him. Go into the line again. Come on, Dueling. Prove yourself. This is a prove yourself moment, and he delivers. As we say, big players make big shots. Come on, buddy. Finish this out, number 5-5. There we go. Okay, Bulls up by 8, 20 seconds on the clock. Probably not going to be anything the Nets can do here. All right, Nets are coming out of the timeout. I did want to notice, I looked at the box score during that timeout, and Greg Oden with a double-double, 18 points, 10 rebounds. That man is flying here in Brooklyn. Who's that? Lewis? He misses. Bricks the three. I think that's it. That's the game. That was their last gasp effort. And D-Wade's just going to dribble out this clock. Oh, no, he stepped out of bounds. Dwyane, what are you doing? Mr. Wade, he got confused, stepped out of bounds. Okay, sure. All right, he really wants to win this in front of the hometown crowd, so he's giving the Nets one last chance. Of course, they're not going to take it. Jordan Farmer's going to airmail this one. No, they're going to get it to Lewis. I think this is a created guy. I mean, you don't see many number 95s in the league. Okay, there you go. The Bulls have won. LeBron and Kenyon Dueling celebrating together. Please, LeBron, don't hurt him. He's already injured. We can't lose another point guard going up against Russell Westbrook in the next round. All right, let us get to those finals. Okay, as mentioned, the Thunder will be our opponent in the finals. Now, here's kind of good news. So, D Rose has been upgraded from out to hurt, so he could theoretically play if they need him to, which they're probably going to because now Dueling is out for 2 to 4 weeks with a pinched nerve in his back. I really hope LeBron didn't hurt him further with that celebration there at the end of the game, but here we go. It's Thunder Bulls, just like it was last year. This Thunder team is pretty strong, of course. They still have all the guys they had in the past. They have J.J. Hickson, who does LeBron know him, or did he play at the Cavs when LeBron wasn't there? I know he played for the Cavs, but I don't remember when. T.J. Ford hated him when he played for Texas. They have Mikael Petrus, who I believe at one point was thought to be a LeBron stopper of sorts, and Thabo Cephalosha, another guy that plays good defense. So they actually have a solid team for potentially taking on this squad. I mean, obviously they have, their big three is all healthy, so that helps a lot. Let's see, is D Rose in the lineup? No, D Rose is not in the lineup for whatever reason. All right, let us see how this goes. All right, we are here in Game 5, and a different story this time as the Thunder hold a 3-1 series lead over the Bulls this year. D Rose is back, however, it has not been enough. The Thunder are just dominant, and the big problem for the Bulls has been offensive rebounding. J.J. Hickson having the series of his life. Let's see if the Bulls can claw it back. Okay, I will save you watching the end of this because we're not going to get to see the Bulls hoist the trophy again, I think. And the big reason for that is this. You'll see, of course, D Rose playing very well, but someone else playing a little bit better. That's right, KD, 41 points with 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. He is dominating. I just think the D Rose injury, he came back to try to win them the finals, but it has not ended up helping as much as we would have hoped. LeBron James, of course, having a bit of an off game tonight, 4 of 13 from the field. Interesting that Durant, who you would think would be guarding him, but maybe Ibaka's guarding him more. But Durant dominating on offense and also having a very good defensive game. So let's just go ahead and simulate this to the end. Whoops, we're going to fast. Yeah, it's just, the Thunder are just going to blow them out. They've won every quarter except the second. They're going to win this game by what? 32 points, 33 points. Can we just see how many points? Oh my God. So D Rose and Durant both having 40 points, but Durant's supporting cast is just so much better. If you look here, D-Wade had 18 points. Daniel Snow had 16 points just behind him. So yeah, just absolute dominance from the Thunder. They have 10 or 12, 6 or 7 guys in double figures. Serge Ibaka has a great game. Snow has 4 blocks. Just complete and utter domination from the Thunder tonight. They are your champions. The Bulls have one last season before we wrap this up. Remember, we're doing the same thing LeBron did in Miami, so he will leave and we will not continue. Let's see if 2 is the max number of championships LeBron can win in the decision era. Okay, looking at this year's roster, as you can see, the top 4 has not changed, although they are getting toward the end of their contracts, all 4 of them. But the one big loss has been Taj Gibson has left the team. It looks like they will now be relying on Tobias Harris and a rookie, Damon McMillan. I believe he's a rookie. Drafted in 2013. Yeah, a rookie from Nigeria. Damon McMillan will be trying to fill Taj Gibson's very large shoes. Otherwise, no really anybody I even recognize. So I think all of these players are probably... No, Earl Watson's real. I know Earl Watson. But yeah, I think a lot of these guys are probably not actual players, but you got to fill out your roster with what you can when you have these 3 big guys. So let's really quickly just look and see if anybody's moved around. Kobe's still here. 35 years old. That's how old I am. Okay. Gosh, I really hate this, how it's in two separate places. Oh, Kawhi. Of course, he would have been drafted by New Orleans, so this is a little different. But Kawhi with the Pelicans. Deron Williams with the Cavs. Okay, fine. Sure. Yeah, not really. Oh, Carmelo did not leave Denver. That's interesting. DeAndre Jordan with the Bobcats. Kyrie Irving goes to the Kings as a rookie. Wow. Okay, didn't notice that earlier. Yeah, otherwise nothing too surprising. I mean, like, obviously, we know Anthony Davis plays with the Timberwolves. Like, people who are drafted past 2010 are going to be in different places, but otherwise it looks like everything is pretty similar to how it happened in real life to this point. No big trades or anything. So I will go ahead and sim to the end of the season. We will see if LeBron, D-Wade, and the rest of the boys, I can't believe I just referred to Derrick Rose as the rest of the boys, can win 3 out of 4 championships. All right, make that back-to-back for D Rose on 27 and 10 assists. Great season for him. The team did regress a little bit. Here's Giannis winning Rookie of the Year for the Bucks. Anthony Davis, sixth man of the year. Why is Anthony Davis your sixth man? We're gonna have to go look at the Timberwolves roster to see why Anthony Davis is their sixth man. I think they still have Kevin Love, but still, Tyrus Thomas is a Defensive Player of the Year in the year of our Lord 2014. Okay, sure. Taylor Scott is most improved. He looks fake. Scott Brooks is Coach of the Year again, so that means probably, yeah, so the Thunder again have the best record in the league. LeBron is here. Now, we're going to talk about this in a second, but there are some extenuating circumstances. Who is Stuart Terry? Anyways, there are some extenuating circumstances to why the team is not as good this year. They have lost, I think, like 23 games. D-Wade doesn't make All-NBA second team. Is he on the third team? Okay, there's D-Wade. Good players all around. D-Wade, there he is, back up again on the All-Defensive first team. Of course, Tyrus Thomas is there. Let's see if, no, I was wondering if Steph Curry would make it again. He does not. But LeBron James does make second team All-NBA. Here is your All-Rookie first team. There's Dennis Schroeder, who, as of this recording today, helped beat the USA men's team in the FIBA World Championships. Congrats to Mr. Schroeder. Still wish you had gotten that contract, though, back in the day. All right, moving on. Here are the playoffs. We are still the 1 seed, but LeBron missed quite a bit of time this season. I think he missed like 10 to 15 games. He hurt his back, so he is healthy now, but he just got healthy, so it could linger into the playoffs. We'll see. They're facing their old nemesis, the Orlando Magic. However, this Magic is not quite as strong. I mean, they do have Schroeder. They have Patty Mills. They have Marcin Gortat still. Dwight Howard, of course, but not as strong as they used to be. J.J. Hickson, who actually was a big reason that the Thunder beat the Bulls last year in the finals. Really quickly, let's find this Minnesota team. Why in the world is Anthony Davis not starting over Jonas Valanciunas? I can understand Kevin Love, but Anthony Davis should be your starting center. What are you doing, Minnesota? This line. Also, Luke Ridenour starting over Aaron Afalo? Aaron Afalo, that's correct. Okay, I guess he doesn't play point guard. My bad. Terrence Ross, yeah, okay, I guess he is their best point guard technically, but I would definitely just move Afalo over to point guard if I were them. All right, anyways, let's get on with the festivities. See if we can get 3 for 4. Okay, we're here, game 4. The Bulls are leading 3-0. The story of this series has really been that the Magic just don't have a real true star scorer. Dennis Schroeder leading the team in scoring so far, but doing it very inefficiently. Dwight Howard has been mostly invisible, so I don't think they're probably going to be able to claw one back, but we'll see. Can the Bulls close this one out and sweep the Magic out of the playoffs? All right, we're toward the end of the fourth quarter here. I'm not going to make you sit through this. This is just the first round after all. The Bulls are going to walk away with this one. The big reason for that, to be honest with you, is look at Dwight Howard's stat line in this deciding game. 8.7 rebounds in only 16 minutes. So I think he may be injured or something. Can we look real quick? He has no injuries, so I guess he's not injured, but he sure is playing like he's injured. So let's go ahead and end this thing out for the Bulls. They're going to move on to the second round. This second round, it's going to be the Charlotte Bobcats, who have, Gerald Wallace, Tyrus Thomas, Defensive Player of the Year, Tyrus Thomas, DeAndre Jordan. Okay, so a decent little squad. We'll see. What we really need to happen is for someone to beat the Thunder, because I don't know if we can beat them. But anyways, let us go ahead and see how we do against the Bobcats. All right, we are here in game 5. The Bulls hold a 3-1 series lead. Really the best thing the Bobcats have been able to put together is some streaky three-point shooting. Gerald Wallace kind of been their spark to get them a win in the series, but for the most part, it's just been the Bulls dominating. Although I do have to note that one issue the Bulls are having is that Noah has picked up an injury. Also, D Rose had a day-to-day for a couple of days there, but he's back to full strength, so hopefully they can close him out, but we'll see how it goes. All right, we have a tie ball game with less than 3 minutes to go. Now, one issue here here is that for some reason the computer did not add D Rose back into the lineup, so he has not played. And there's DeAndre Jordan cleaning up a miss, putting the Bobcats up by 2. So if we lose, I guess you could blame the computer or me for not noticing we need to update the depth chart. But yeah, let's see how it goes. With about 2 minutes left to go, LeBron James gets a pick and roll with Noah, finds him, easy basket, ties it up. But then Jarrett Jack finds Tyrus Thomas at the rim for this little lay-in, putting the Bobcats up by 2. After Thomas draws a charge from LeBron on the last possession, he catches Tobias Harris sleeping and gets this easy lay-in, putting the Bobcats up by 4 with about a minute to go. The Bulls try to double Jack, but he finds Marvin Pollard wide open for 3. I think this one's over, folks. All right, the Bulls down by 7, under 30 seconds to go, out of the timeout. Let's see if they can make anything happen. They're going to need to move quickly if they want to have a chance. That's not what we want. Earl Watson jacking up a 3. That's the game. We'll have to make sure to put in put D Rose in the lineup next time and see if they could best the Bobcats, get them out of here. But for now, the Bulls have lost. We're going to a game 6 in Charlotte, I think. Okay, their rotations have been fixed. Let's see if the Bulls can win. All right, D Rose is back in the lineup and playing well. LeBron, however, is not, and maybe that is why the Bulls find themselves only up by 4 with 3 minutes to go. Patrick Jennings takes advantage of D-Wade playing a little lax defense and gets to the rack for an easy layup. The Bobcats are only down by 2. But LeBron apparently heard me talking smack, hits this fadeaway triple, putting the Bulls back up by 5. Okay, now it's beginning to feel like LeBron is targeting me personally with dunks like this. Unfortunately for the Bulls, Tyrus Thomas, who has 29 points and 21 rebounds, will not go away quietly. The Bobcats are down by 5, but this might be your clincher. LeBron drives the rack against Gerald Henderson and just dominates the man, putting the Bulls back up by 7 with under a minute to go. Thomas pretty much single-handedly keeping the Bobcats in this. Down by 5, 30 seconds to go, hits his first free throw to put them down by 4. If he makes this, they may have a chance. Let's see how he does. He shoots it, and it's in. It's a 3-point ball game. 35 seconds left on the clock. Let's stick with this one. LeBron bringing the ball down the court. He has had a monster into this game. I thought he had a lane there. He gets past Henderson easily, just as he has been doing. Gets him in the air. There it is. LeBron with potentially the dagger. Bulls back up by 5. Coming out of this timeout, I just want to point out I called out LeBron for having a bad game, and now he has scored the last 11 points for the Bulls. This is like a 2007 LeBron versus the Pistons game ender for him. Just absolutely destroying Gerald Henderson. Jarrett Jack with the ball. Derrick Rose guarding him. Finds Tyrus Thomas down in the paint. Can he make this? No, he finally misses a shot. This could be it. Okay, they foul LeBron. LeBron going to the line for his attempt at his 12th and 13th point. First shot is up. It's a make. Bulls up by 6. This is probably it. If LeBron makes this, it's probably over. It's got to be over. There we go. LeBron, 13 points. The last 13 points to end the game for the Bulls. Puts this one well out of reach. No chance for the Bobcats now. A valiant effort from Tyrus. Okay, Boris Dio says, you were saying? Okay, still, Bobcats down by 4. A valiant effort from the Bobcats, but I don't think they're going to have a chance to claw this one back. LeBron goes to the line again. First shot is up. It's a make. The man cannot miss. I think that's 14 points straight now. And here's 15. Yeah, there we go. 15 points straight for LeBron James in the last 3 minutes of the game to close this out. This man is going to will his team to his 3rd championship, I think. And Boris Diaw tries to make it interesting, misses, and there you go. The Bulls have got past the Charlotte Bobcats. All right, in the Eastern Conference Finals, the Bulls are going to face the Wizards, who actually have a pretty solid roster around John Wall, Klay Thompson, Nick Young, and Andre Bloch. Jared Solinger also here. Jameer Nelson, who has given us some problems. They got a pretty decent little team, so let's see how this goes. Okay, it's game 6 of the series. The Bulls hold a 3-2 series lead. So far, it's mostly been the Bulls dominating, with a few good shooting performances from Klay Thompson and Nick Young to give the Wizards a couple of wins. But I think if the Bulls can hold them to, mediocre to bad shooting, they should be able to get through this. Although, I will say, Andre Bloch has definitely been giving Damon McMillan some trouble. So, let's see how it goes. All right, the Bulls are up by 6 with just under 2 minutes to go. I did see, just before we loaded into this game, that the Thunder have made it to the finals. Ooh, okay. Mean foul from John Wall and Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose is going to get a chance to put the Bulls up by 8 here. Is that right? 8, yeah. Got to do my quick maths. But here we go. Let's see. Can you make these? Knocks down the first one. Bulls up by 7. This could put the game out of reach, although there's still plenty of time on the clock, so we'll see what Washington has to offer. And the Wizards almost immediately make me look silly. Swaggy P gets wide open, drills this 3. It is a 5-point game. The Bulls almost immediately have an answer. LeBron James finds Noah, cutting after this pick and roll, putting the Bulls back up by 7. It is not over yet, though. Big shooters hit big shots. Nick Young proves us right. Under 20 seconds to go. Bulls up by 7. This one looks like it's going away from the Wizards. Can he ice it? Oh, a bad pass. No, he gets it back. Gets it to LeBron. 3 seconds. Put it up. If he makes it, it's over. He drills it. LeBron drills the 3. Bulls up by 10. Under 10 seconds to go. This game is over. The Bulls are going to face the Thunder again in the finals. That'll be 3 years in a row. It's the rubber match. Bulls won the first time. Thunder won the second round. Now we're going to round 3. Let us crown the best team in the NBA, I guess. All right, it's game 6 time. The Thunder hold a 3-2 series lead. KD has been dominant. I don't think he's scored below 30 points yet in a game. And over on the Bulls side, it's mostly been LeBron James carrying the team. We'll see if he can bring it back and get us to game 7. The Bulls are up by 5 with less than a minute to go, and the Thunder cannot get their transition defense in order. LeBron James finds a streaking Derrick Rose, who puts the ball away with a filthy jam, putting the Bulls up by 7. But KD isn't ready to give up just yet. He pump fakes LeBron a couple times, can't get up in the air, but still drains the 2 over him, and the Thunder are down by 5. D-Wade is at the line. The Bulls are up by 5. They need these. He gets the first one. The Bulls have closed this one out. We're going to a game 7 in Oklahoma City. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. It's game 7 of the NBA Finals. We wouldn't want to end this any other way. Both teams completely healthy. Let's see who can come out on top. 90 seconds to go. The Bulls down by 2. Can they claw this back and end it with a victory? Russell Westbrook drives the lane, misses. D-Rose with the rebound. D-Rose is going to have to jack something up here. Another miss. Thunder still hold their lead. Gets the ball up to Kevin Durant. Durant drives the lane. Can he make this? Okay, that is trouble. The Thunder go up by 4 with 50 seconds remaining. Harris gets the ball into D-Wade. Wade drives the lane. He's had his way with Harden a lot this series, but doesn't go for it there. D-Rose in the paint. Not sure what he's doing. Okay, come on, Derrick. Do something. Okay, gets it to Noah. Over to Wade. Wade really needs to take advantage of this matchup, but he's not. He gets it to Rose. Rose drives the paint. Can he make it? Okay. Rose with the lay-in over Westbrook. Harden bringing the ball up the court. Probably want to get the ball in the hands of... why did he foul there? That was an interesting foul. Okay, sure. He's not going to go to the line, though. The Bulls did have a foul to give. Interesting to put the ball in anyone's hands except for KD. I think he has almost 40 points tonight. Okay, why are they intentionally fouling? What is happening? They're winning. Oh, wait, they're fouling. I get it. Never mind. They're intentionally fouling, so he has to shoot free throws. Okay, Russell makes his first one. Sorry, I thought there was more time on the clock than there was. Russell makes his first one. He also makes his second. It's a 4-point ball game. Chicago takes a timeout. This is going to be a tough one for them to claw back from. Let's see what they can do. The ball goes into Tobias Harris. He takes a 3. He has hit somebody, misses that one. It's a brick. And Kevin Durant is going to the line. Probably not the guy you want to see heading to the line with the game on the line. Durant has been absolutely deadly today. Here he goes. First one up and in. Second one, same story. The Thunder have pretty much closing this one out. They are going to win 2 straight finals after the Bulls won 2 straight themselves. They win the rubber match. LeBron shoots a fadeaway 3. He misses. Joakim Noah gets the rebound, though. Okay, it's a 4-point game. There's a chance. 10 seconds left. We've seen miracles happen before, but I don't think it's going to happen here because James Harden is going to the line. Again, another really... This is the problem, right? The Thunder are all good free throw shooters. Well, all their stars are good free throw shooters. Harden with the second one up. And in. There you go. That's the game. The Thunder are going to walk away with this one. It's been a good run for LeBron and the Bulls. They've won 2 championships, the same amount he won with the Heat. But I guess the real winner here is if you are a... okay, Derrick Rose, still not enough. But if you're an OKC fan, I think you're the real winner here because you also get 2 titles. So not quite the success we were looking for, but still can safely say that even if LeBron and D-Wade had signed with the Bulls instead of the Heat, they would have probably made it to the finals several times and won a couple. They've made it to 4 straight, right? They haven't missed yet. They're 2 for 4. The Thunder 2 for 3, so a little bit better there. The Oklahoma City Thunder are your back-to-back champions. They have surpassed LeBron, D-Wade, and Derrick Rose. I think you got to put it to the starting or the supporting cast, because having Ibaka and having, I can't remember his name, but there's a fake player or a created player who has been doing very well at the center position for them as well. And losing Taj Gibson, unfortunately, really hurt these Bulls. They just didn't have the rebounding that they had in previous series. And the Thunder get to celebrate yet another win. You love to see that for the young team. Would have been great to see this in real life, of course, but didn't happen. Kevin Durant hoisting the trophy for his back-to-back season. This is cool. Is this different when they win back-to-backs? Because usually it's the coach holding it up, so this is pretty cool. I don't know who that guy is that's celebrating off to the side, but sure, why not? Would have loved to see this in real life. Unfortunately, didn't happen. They broke him up too soon, but there you go. The Thunder win 2, the Heat win 2. This is I would call this a win for LeBron. Not quite as big of a win as we were hoping for, but still a good save. I'll see you all next time.